We also welcome Dan Wahpepah, counselor, permaculturist, leader in the Redder's Descendants community in particular, but a great friend of ours in the community at large. And he's graciously offered to do a reflection for us.
Ina, ina, wa uelo, ina, ina, ya, wa uelo, wa uelo, we chose only one, yo, inaya, inaya, wa uelo, ina, inaya, wa uelo, wa uelo, hey, oh. The words in that song says, "Mother, Ina, we chose wa, a good road on you, good blessings on you, on your path." So we have we're in a transition time, according to many tribes. We're in a crossroads of prophecy. We're in as the Hopi say, the transition from the white medicine bundle, which is fire, to the earth medicine bundle, which is the red, which is the indigenous people of North and South America carry this bundle. We have incredibly sophisticated farming systems at all times in history. We were the best growers. We knew how to relate with our plants, with our surroundings. We were in touch, we were in tune, we were in harmony with what kept us living, with what was truly sacred. Because books govern society. What governs life is truly sacred. We've been misled by what they call civilization, which is actually colonization, which endows us with an overly large sense of cognitive dissonance while robbing us of critical thought. Thinking, allowing us to think that all this is okay. All this is good. Capitalism is good. When it's extracting the earth, just like we're being extracted as human beings. What makes us easy to extract, to be extracted as human beings, is our lack of community. So when I walk around without community, I'm walking around with one leg and no thumb on one hand, no hand on the other arm, and half a brain. Because my community makes me whole. My community empowers me. My community gives me a purpose. In our clan, we call that Dudame. My clan gives me purpose. And so we have to realize that the dire straits that we're in with nuclear technology is a road that requires the lack of critical thought and of cognitive dissonance. And you can tell the maturity of a person. Because when you're a baby, you're selfish. You're me, 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 me. And as you grow up, you become giveaway. You mature into giveaway mentality, giveaway mindset. You care for your community. In this discohesive society that we live in, we lack this cohesiveness, this us mentality, this giveaway mentality. And so in our me things, we seek rights versus responsibilities. So we're all responsible to our biosphere, to that which gives us life. Right now, we are suffering from loss of 35% of insect population, 65% of the animal population, 35% birds population, 90% of the ocean fished out. Those are the elder relatives which you call natural resources. We call them relatives because we're community with them. I have an issue with the word wilderness. It leaves you bewildered because that's our community out there. That's spirituality embodied. Plant a seed, plant trees for our future generations because that's what they need. The way we walk is a prayer. Every day that we drive a diesel truck for no purpose, for no reason, we're asking our future generations to choke on that smoke. When we live regeneratively, we plant seeds, and we become community. That's our prayer for our future generations. That's what they're going to receive. So we're in a very heavy wake-up moment right now with all these world powers in a nation-state mentality. That's why I don't watch sports. It entrains you to have a nation-state mentality. There's many colonizing tools out there that we have to be aware of. Fashion, which makes you insecure. Sports, as I said, nation-state mentality, governments, militaries, religion. All these things work together to rob us of that critical thought. When all we need to do is take care of our families and plant seeds. We don't need all this destruction. We don't need the mining of mother. We're all suffering from perpetrator-induced traumatic stress from the abuses that we put on our mother. English is a very objectifying language. I don't use the word the mother. I use mother and her systems. And that's what gives me strength. That's what gives me life. When we realize that half of this reality is spiritual, half is physical. We've been entrained away from that knowledge. We've been entrained away from this, what is spirituality made physical. All these growing things, all these things that walk, all these stars, all these stones. We've been led away from that. And because of that, we've been led away from ourselves. So we come back to ourselves when we plant seeds, when we contribute to life. If you ever ask yourself, what is the purpose of life? Look around to all these animals. What are they doing? Because we're animals just like them. They're contributing to life. And that's our job, is to be community and contribute to life and have that metacognition of thinking for 7 generations ahead. How is this going to help 7 generations ahead? Community is the antithesis of war. The nuclear family is a bad idea. You want to be community? Build a longhouse. Have multiple families living in that longhouse. Multiple generations in that longhouse. Then you'll realize how intrinsically related we are. As they say, Ubuntu, I am me because of you, and you are you because of me. And we can't be disconnected in this closed system that we live in, this, what Grandma Aggie used to call this leaky canoe. We're all in it together. And that's why racism is self-hate. There's many forms of self-hate. There is no race. There's only one race, only blends of culture, from culture to culture. So racism is self-hate. We have to put away these tools of colonization that made us hate ourselves and realize that we are born with inherent beauty. Our word for baby is Abanuji, one who was placed here for a special purpose with a special medicine. Our word for old man is Akiwenzi, earth caretaker. Our word for woman is Ikwe, which is a representative of Aki, mother, Mother Earth, as you know her. And they didn't start extracting mother until they started calling mother the earth. Our word for grandmother is she who holds it all together. Our word for elders is Gichayayag, the great ones. And we need to move into our greatness and contribute to our life, contribute to community, contribute to our future generations. And we'll heal the wound that creates nuclear power. We'll heal that fear. We'll come from a mindset of abundance versus a mindset of lack, because it's a mindset of lack that creates billionaires. It's a mindset of lack that makes you want to go to Mars instead of plant trees. So thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my words. And I just want to finish off with one thing. In permaculture, we have 3 ethics, and it would be great that if the United States had ethics, wouldn't it? And so we have earth care, people care, fair share. Now, earth care, people care, who separated those two? You know, it should be community care. Okay, fair share used to be set limits to population, set limits to the damage that you could do, contribute the abundance to your community. So that's fair share, but it really should be responsibility. So community and responsibility should be 2 ethics. So I invite you all to decolonize, re-indigenize, and naturalize. How? Miigwech.